Hey guys, I'm sorry I look sick, but I am sick, so I think it's okay. Please forgive me. It's a beautiful day out here. I am walking laps around the pool in an effort to not let this settle into my chest in a bad way. It's already in my chest, but trying to keep it from turning into pneumonia. So I'm just walking some laps and getting some extra vitamin D. I'll probably only be on for like 15 minutes, but I wanted to let you guys know how I'm doing. Clearly I'm still here. I'm not well, I'm miserable, but I'm still kicking and I'm fighting it. I do want to say that there's a lot of people, and I know that the comments are going to be crazy about this stuff because everybody's got their own thoughts and ideas and opinions about this virus, if it's even a virus. But I think it's fine to share like your own experience. You know, it's fine to get in the comments and say like, this is what happened to me. I had it 5 times and it was nothing but a cold. Or I had it last week and it only lasted 3 days. That kind of stuff is fine because that's your experience. But I just think we should think twice about getting into comments on public threads and saying, you don't need to worry about it because it's just a cold. Or you're going to be fine because it's only a couple days and it's easy. I think that we just need to remember that our personal experience is only our personal experience. And it does not apply to anyone else. Everybody's body is different. Everybody's body handles this differently. Some people, it feels like a cold. They barely even know they're sick. Some people have a few days of flu-like symptoms and they treat it at home and they're fine. Some people go to the doctor and get the virus medicine and take it, and within a week they're feeling better. Some people end up in the hospital and some people die. So I just think we need to keep that in mind when we're typing out our thoughts. Try to keep it to maybe I pronouns. Me, my experience for myself was, or my dad, he specifically. But just keep in mind that that's not how it's going to work for everyone. So my experience so far, specifically, I woke up Wednesday morning with a slightly sore throat. Nothing like the sore throat last week. Last week I woke up the day after we got home from West Palm Beach. My throat was on fire. I've never felt fire like that in my throat. But Wednesday it wasn't. It was just a slight sore throat. And then within like 3 or 4 hours of waking up, my whole body started to hurt. Started to feel like a flu ache. I wondered if maybe I had the flu because that's how achy my body was. Literally every millimeter of my body hurt. So I took my temperature and it was like 99 point something. It was like a low grade fever. So I took a nap because I wasn't feeling well. And when I woke up, I was feeling hot. Took my temperature again. It was like 100.8 or something. Took it again a little while later. It was 101.5 or something like that. And we took it again a little while later. It had gone all the way up to 102.7. So at that point, I'm like, okay, definitely sick. Probably definitely a virus. So I took the tests. You guys saw, I took one. I came back positive. Aaron made me take a second one because he couldn't believe it. Came back positive too. So then I called my doctor's office, but they were closed because it was after 5 p.m. I'm going to sit down now for a minute and soak my feet while I talk to you. And then maybe I'll do some more laps after. Oh, and I can't, just to let you guys know, I can't really see your comments because it's so sunny out. So I'm just talking at you guys, and I'll look back at the comments later. So I called my doctor's office and I talked to the after hours nurse. And the funny thing was, timing, I actually had a well visit scheduled for months for 3:45 yesterday afternoon because it's time to do the annual check-in with my doctor. And I told her, I said, I don't think you guys want me to come in like this, you know, because I'm contagious. And I said, I think I need I do need to talk to my doctor. I do want to talk to my doctor because I want to find out what she recommends, but I don't think I should come into the office. And she agreed with me, and she took all of my information and my vitals that I've been taking, and she told me that I needed to call the office. She was going to put the notes in and send them over to the office, and that I needed to call the office first thing in the morning, tell them what was going on, and ask them to switch my well visit to a sick visit and make it a telehealth appointment. Oh, the sun feels so good. And let me tell you, the humidity right now in Florida is working for me because I breathe easier out here in the humidity. Excuse me, in the house, it's a little more heavy in my chest. I come out here in the humidity and it's a little easier. Okay, so she told me that I could start alternating, you know, Tylenol and ibuprofen or whatever, Tylenol and either Motrin or whatever. So I took, at that point, 2 maximum strength Tylenols, 2 like 500 milligram Tylenols, and it helped. Like, it took a little while for the fever to go down, maybe like 2 hours tops, but then it did go down and I was able to sleep and rest. So I woke up. Did I just take the Tylenol? No, I took the Tylenol at, that was like 6:30-ish. 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30. I think I took Advil then at like 1 in the morning or something. And that got me through the night. When I woke up the next day, yesterday, I was feeling okay and my fever was still down. But then it came back, went all the way back up to almost 103. It moved into my chest yesterday. My nose got very stuffed up yesterday. It was stuffed up all day. It was terrible. And so I've been rotating the Tylenol and the Advil. I've been taking a zinc and vitamin C supplement. I've been taking a vitamin D supplement. And then yesterday, like I said I was supposed to, I called in the morning and I explained everything to them and I said, I need to switch this to a telehealth. And they were like, oh, no problem. They did it, right? So I had this telehealth set up with my doctor for 3:45. This is where things get crazy. I got a phone call like an hour before my appointment yesterday. A voicemail was left. And they said, we needed to let you know that our telehealth system is down, and so we need you to come into the office. And I was like, okay, first of all, I feel like crap. There's no way I am dragging my body all the way there and all the way back. I'm not getting into a vehicle with my family. And, like, you guys don't want me there. So I called back and I explained, you know, to the receptionist. I said, look, I have virus, and I don't think you want me in there. I'm supposed to be doing a telehealth. And she's like, well, the telehealth system is down. And I said, well, can I just talk to my doctor on the phone then? Like, I just want to check in with her, let her know what I'm feeling, you know, see what she thinks. So she's like playing this game of telephone. She's like, okay, well, I need to call the office, because she's not in the office. So she has to call the office to talk to them. So she calls them, talks to the office manager, and comes back and says, no, the office manager says you have to come in. And I'm like, why would you even want me in there like this? And I'm like, I don't even have time to get there now anyway. And she says, well, the reason you have to come in is because you have to sign a consent form. And they can't send it to you electronically. Basically, to make a long story short, I went back and forth with the receptionist a few times because I did not understand what she was talking about. Basically telling me I had to sign a consent form just to speak to my doctor. And so eventually I said, you know what, just I need to talk directly to the office manager, because I feel like some things are getting lost in the back and forth here. And so I got on the phone with the office manager, and I said, can you please explain to me what this consent form is? Because I'm not understanding why I need to sign a consent form just to talk to my doctor. So this is what she said. This is the short of it. She said that, first of all, the online telehealth appointment system has been down for a while, but yet they're still scheduling appointments for telehealth. But it's been down for a while, and she said that she doesn't expect it to really come back up because they're trying to get rid of telehealth appointments. Then she tells me that the consent form is something that the state of Florida has implemented. If you test positive at home or in the office, your doctor is no longer allowed to speak with you or do any kind of treatment plan or anything until you've signed this consent form. And once you sign the consent form, sorry, my alarm went off. Once you sign the consent form, you can only select from 4 treatment options. The doctor is only allowed to provide you with 4 treatment options. You cannot deviate. They cannot prescribe you anything else for the treatment of the virus. It can only be one of those 4 things. Now, I don't know what those 4 things are because I haven't signed the consent form, but I imagine they're a lot of the viral medications that a lot of people are taking. And that's fine that, you know, people have been electing to take those. I'm trying not to. I think it's too late anyway, because we were all, like, we had this stuff going around, like, last week, so I have no idea how long I've been sick, honestly. But, it's just crazy to me that I couldn't even talk to my doctor. Like, I couldn't even have a conversation with her about my symptoms to find out, like, if she thinks that, you know, you're probably going to be fine, just keep treating at home, or, you know, you sound kind of rough, you should maybe go to urgent care, or, you know, nothing. So that's how that ended up yesterday. I told her that I wanted to switch the appointment to today. They did give me like a 6:30 today on the off chance that the system decides to come back up, but it doesn't sound very promising. So it sounds like I'm not going to get to talk to my doctor. Sounds like I'm going to be on my own. And I guess if things get worse this weekend, then I'll have to go to an urgent care center or an ER or something. But at this point, I don't think we're there yet. So the fever has come down every time I've taken medicine. And I'm doing, like I said, the vitamin C, the zinc, the vitamin D. Been drinking bone broth, which has been excellent. Erin made that fantastic chicken noodle soup last night. It's delicious. And the nurse did, or not the nurse, I'm sorry, the office manager did tell me before we got off the phone that I should also have on hand some Mucinex to dry up my chest and some Flonase to dry up my nasal passages. And so my husband went out and got those last night, and I took those last night, and they did help. So at this point, this is day 3. These are all the things that I'm doing. This is my personal experience. This does not apply to anyone else, because if you get this, you're going to have a completely different experience, most likely. Maybe similar in some ways, but you can't rely on my experience to help you with yours. So just, my heart goes out to anyone who has had this or has this right now, because I know how you feel. I went 4 years, 8 months, and 23 days without getting sick. 4 years, 8 months, and 23 days. Didn't have a cold, didn't have the flu, never got the virus until now. So I'm very grateful that I have my husband now, and I'm not still alone with Anna like I was a few years ago, because that would be even more scary. And I know that there were some people who thought I was being a big baby the other day when I got on to tell everyone that I was sick. But, you know, I have a diagnosed anxiety and panic disorder, and my anxiety is triggered by medical things. So to me, for me personally, medical things are very scary, and anxiety is not something you can just tell yourself it's okay and it's okay. It doesn't work that way. It's a fight or flight thing in the brain that, you know, causes me to worry and be stressed about it, even if I don't want to, even if I tell myself it's going to be okay, even if I know in the back of my head it's going to be okay. It doesn't matter. That's not the way anxiety works. So I got on to let everybody know what was going on, and I, you know, was sharing my true feelings of being scared and being sad and being angry, because I've worked so hard to not let this happen in our family. And, you know, we've got over 500,000 people following our family, and I think people want to know what's going on. That's kind of the point of having a vlog. So updates like that are going to happen. It's not always peachy keen around here. We're real people. We have real lives. I don't only get on and share the positive stuff all the time. I share with you guys everything. So that's where we're at. You know, I don't feel great. I'm very tired. I'm getting exhausted very easily. I'm still sweaty. The fever's still coming back. The body aches kind of seem like they're gone, but the fever still spikes back up. And I'm just doing my best to not get pneumonia and to kick this out of me, and I'm trying to stay positive. And yeah, I think that's about it. I just wanted to update you guys. And also, thank you all. I wanted to thank you all so much for all of the prayers and the well wishes and the love and the understanding and the compassion and the kindness that the vast majority of you have exhibited. You guys are all rock stars, and I'm so glad that you're all living my daughter's quote, that kind people do beautiful things. Thank you. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do a few more laps and then go in and collapse. So you'll probably hear from Anna and Aaron sometime later. Okay, bye.